dito sa Association Intercollegiate Basketball League. At kung na-miss nyo po ang kaninang unang laro natin for this Saturday triple header, nanalo po ang MCU Supremos 67-61 against the UST Growling Tigers. Coach Chris King de la Cruz po kasama si Sheska Botin nagpapatuloy sa pagdadala ng aksyon saan man kayo naroroon. At para sa pangalawang laro po natin, Adamson Soaring Falcons against the Ceu Malolos Scorpions, two teams battling for pride. And pag-usapan muna po natin ang Adamson Soaring Falcons. So far, naghahanap pa rin po ng unang panalo ang Adamson Soaring Falcons as they lost to UST last July 30, 78-56. And they really shot poorly on the field, shooting only 30%, and they were outscored inside 36-24 and out-rebounded 49-44, at hindi nila napigilan ang pag-ikot ng bola sa opensa ng UST. 24 assists only to their 15. Sheska, ano ang napag-usapan kanina during the pre-game ng Adamson University?
Sabi ni Coach Will kanina, always do the right thing. Ayun ang sabi niya sa team niya. And for their preparation, nag-focus talaga sila sa offense. And this time, ang nakitang problem talaga usually ni Coach Will ay yung masyadong relax ng players niya. And he hopes that in this game, they will start strong and will end in a very strong.
Tama yung sinabi mo, Sheska. No, good that Coach Will Magbuhos is back at the helm of the Adamson Soaring Falcons, and let's see kung paano mapumotivate ng kanyang presence ang mga players to get that first win today against CEU. And speaking of CEU, pag-usapan naman natin, they won big against Villagers Montessori College last July 30, 106-68, a 38-point drubbing of the hapless VMC. And they really brought the game last Wednesday, scoring 70 points in the paint and grabbing 30 rebounds and forcing VMC to commit 19 turnovers. Para naman sa panig ng CEU, Sheska, anong napag-usapan doon?
Sabi ni Coach Max kanina, it's really a normal day in the office, and as the usual, for their preparation, they did not have any rest day for this week. Talagang they really poured everything in their practices. Kaya hopefully in this game, they will be able to bag the win.
Tingnan natin kung itong dalawang team na to, fighting for pride, sino magwawagi. Makikita natin sa ating susunod na laro. Let's now turn it over to John Hapos, our venue announcer, for the introduction of the starting lineups.
Good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hoop Spirit Basketball Court here in Quezon City. This is your Manuel L. Luis Quezon Athletic Association, presented to you by Inasal Republic, Riz Cartel, and Congressman Arjo Ataide. This is our second game. It's the CEU versus the Adamson University. Starting guard for the CEU, number 5, Jacob Malangin. Another guard, number 18, Kurt Encarnacion. At forward, number 21, Kurt Luquiao. Another forward, number 12, Marwin Villano. And their center, number 24, Amir Mateo. With head coach Max Encilia, assisted by JC Gonzalo and Riley Jesus. And for the Adamson University Falcons, your starting guard, number 2, CJ Umali. Another guard, number 34, Neo de Guzman. At center, number 52, Alu Gaye. At forward, number 4, J.R. Abayan. And another forward, number 77, Gian Sikat. With our game officials coming from the goal referees, our crew chief Rafael Del Mar, Umpire 1, Gary Benavides. Umpire 2, George Evolution. With our tournament commissioner, Coach Jimmy Olaya, technical head Andrew Magandi, and head of basketball operations, Jimmy Mariano. This is your Mqaa Intercollegiate Basketball League. It's game time!
This triple header underway. Adamson Soaring Falcons getting the first crack on offense against Ceu Malolos. Adamson searching for its first win of the tournament. Umali gives it to Alugaye. Gaye couldn't handle the rock. Encarnacion. Three-point shot. Too wide for Kurt Nokyao. Umali at the elbow. Adamson. Gian Sikat driving and gets it to go for the first basket of this ball game. 2-0 Adamson. Glad to have you with us. Minute gone by here in the first quarter. Three-point shot is good for Marvin Villano. Marvin Villano puts CEU on top. Leo de Guzman starting now for Coach Will Magbuhos, committing that offensive foul. Turnover para sa mga nakaasul ng Adamson. Jamer Mateo. Villano. Three-point shot. No go. Offensive rebound para sa CEU. And turnover para kay Kurt Nokyao. Baseline tightly guarded by Adamson. Good denial there. Sikat. Leo de Guzman driving against Kirk Encarnacion. Kicks it out. Sikat losing the rock. Kurt Nokyao starting the break for CEU. Kirk Encarnacion losing the rock, turning the ball over. Adamson again. Alugaye fouled by Marvin Villano as he tried to drive in the middle. First personal foul by Marvin Villano. First team foul para naman sa CEU. Kurt Nokyao nilabas muna ni Coach Mqaa-Icbl. 15 seconds to work with. CJ Umali using that Alugaye screen. Umali will go all the way. Won't get that shot through. Kirk Encarnacion protecting the rock for CEU. Three-point shot from the elbow. No go by Jacob Balangin. And again, turnover. Balangin gives it to Marvin Villano, who couldn't handle the pass. Naka-expect na siya for a rebound. Sikat gives it to Alugaye, who in turn also couldn't handle the rock. 7:14 remaining in the opening quarter. Tiyanian po tayo dito ng puntos. Almost 3 minutes gone by. We're stuck to 3-2 CEU on top. Villano. 11 seconds on the shot clock for CEU. One-legged shot for Jacob Balangin will go through. 5-2 CEU Malolos. Pressure defense for CEU broken by Adamson. Jerabayon will go out. Probably a case of cramps. Zahir Zahili checking in place of the injured Jay Arabayon. 6.5 minutes and change. First quarter. 5 on the shot clock. Gaye, does he know it? Cross court, Umali will try from way beyond, in and out. Here covers it and gets it to go this time. CJ Umali getting success. Nailapit yung bola. Mid-range jumper for Jamer Mateo will miss. Gian Sikat. Extra pass. Nice ball movement by Adamson. Trying to find the open man and the open shot. And Reggie Espino, naparating natin ang iyong pagbati sa CEU Scorpions. Maraming salamat sa pagsuporta. Hindi lamang sa CEU kundi sa ating liga as Alu Gaye was free underneath. Scoring underneath to make it 6-5. Lamang na po ang Adamson Soaring Falcons. Kirk Encarnacion, strong drive, and he will beat the defense of Adamson to make it 7-6, a 1-point lead for CEU. Leo De Guzman gustong makabawi kaagad, driving strong and getting fouled. Coach Macancilia pressing the timeout button. They are on top 7-6. We have a timeout. Ceu Malolos making sure they are still on the lead. Neo De Guzman of Adamson missing his first free throw. Second free throw is good for Neo De Guzman. Tying things up at 7 apiece. Kirk Nokyao masyadong nagbagdali. Kirk Encarnacion couldn't handle the rock. Babalik ang possession para sa Adamson University. Lance Mangaron, pinasok na rin ni Coach Will Magbuhos. Together with Gab Ubusan, he can shoot it from that angle, and Lance Mangaron trying his hand for a 3-0 there. Mateo. Binigay kay Espino. Extra pass. Nokyao against De Guzman. Kicks it out. Corner 3 for CEU. No go. Alu Gaye lowering it over for the board. Leo De Guzman nauuna, and he will use the layup to score. 3 points for Neo De Guzman. Inangat ang Adamson to 9-7. Lance Mangaron. Good defense disrupting Simon Espino on that play. 11 seconds on the shot clock by CEU. Rashid Rodriguez. Pinasok na rin ni Coach Will Magbuhos with 11 seconds on the shot clock ng CEU. 4:12 remaining in the opening quarter. Christian Notarte, the sniper for CEU, also in the ball game. Rashid Rodriguez creates that turnover and he was murdered on the way to the hoop. Same ball for Adamson, 19 on the shot clock. Adamson getting more assertive on offense, as told by Cheska during her pre-game report. Yun ang kailangan nila yung aggressiveness. 3-point shot on the corner won't go, but Rashid Rodriguez was there. Good positioning, getting fouled on that rebound play. John Pardo, guilty party. Mangaron gives it to Gab Ubusan. Mangaron, 3-point shot. Rashid Rodriguez cleaning up the mess for Adamson to make it 11-7. And John Pardo, hot potato, couldn't handle the rock. Turnover, CEU. Zahir Zahili. Rodriguez kicks it out. Mangaron loses the handle. Pardo starting the break for CEU. And he will go all the way to score 2 points. 12-2, or rather 12-11 is our count. Gab Ubusan seizes the lead for Adamson to make it 13-12. Up and down game. Gab Ubusan earning his trip to the line for a bonus free throw. Gab Ubusan, one of Coach Will Magbuses' reliable from the outside. Missing there, Rashid Rodriguez again scoring on the putback. 4 points for Rashid Rodriguez, making it 15-12. At binawi din ni Christian Notarte to tie things up with a 3-point shot. Adrian Flores calling the plays now for CEU. 2:20 remaining in the first. Notarte against Lance Mangaron. 10 to work with for CEU. Villanos. Christian Notarte. No go on that second try from way beyond. And Rashid Rodriguez passing to an invisible friend at the baseline. Still 15 all with 1:50 left here in the first quarter. Adamson. Gabo Ubusan. No go on that fast break. Both teams running and gunning. Except that some couldn't buy a bucket. Pardo fakes the pass to Notarte, who takes the shot. Second 3-point shot for Christian Notarte. He can stroke it from that distance. 18-15 is our count. CEU on top. De Jesus gustong bumawi from the elbow. Rattles out, but there is a foul against CEU. First personal foul for Marwin Villano, sending Rashid Rodriguez to the free throw line as CEU now is in the penalty. Pinabati po natin ang ating presenters, Risk Cartel and Inasal Republic kasama ang ating founder na si Congressman Arjo Atayde ng 1st District of Quezon City. One out of two for Rashid Rodriguez. 5 points now for the big man of Adamson. 18-16 is our count. Good backdoor play. Notarte just couldn't convert. 57 seconds left in the first. Two teams fighting for pride. CEU winning last Wednesday. 38-point win. Against VMC, while Adamson still searching for its first win here in the Mqaa-Icbl, losing last Wednesday against the UST Growling Tigers. Zahir Zahili gives it to Lance Mangaron. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Obusan, corner 3, and he will sink that from distance, making it 19-18. Adamson. Corner 3, too wide for CEU. Busan will try to get the last shot. Rodriguez missing that shot badly. 9 seconds on the quarter. Notarte short. 3 seconds to go. Mangaron gives a Hail Mary and won't go. That would do it. Adamson staying on top at the end of the first quarter, 19-18 against the Ceu Malolos Scorpions. We're back at the Hoop Spirit Basketball Court at the heart of Banawe, Quezon City for the second quarter of this second game of this triple header on this Saturday afternoon between the Adamson Soaring Falcons and the CEU Malolos Scorpions. Glad to have you with us. Coach Chris King de la Cruz po, bringing you the action. Together with Cheska Borin and Sir Paul Piñon. Notarte, 9 points from 3-point shots. 3 3-point shots from Christian Notarte. 21-19. Balik na po ang kalamangan sa CEU Malolos with 9:20 remaining. CJ Umali back on the floor, trying his hand from way beyond. No go. Paranas, binigay kay Kurt Nokiao. CEU, good ball movement. And Kurt Encarnacion finding his way to get free underneath. Scoring 2 points. 4 points now for Kurt Encarnacion to make it 23-19. CEU. Abayon gives it to Gaye, who couldn't handle the potato. And CJ Umali cleaning up the mess with that reverse layup. scoring the 4th point of this game for CJ Umali. Cutting down the CEU lead to just a basket. 23-21. Beato. Encarnacion. Give and go, and he will score on a 3-point play opportunity. Good two-man game between Jamer Mateo and Kirk Encarnacion. 6 points now for Kirk Encarnacion on the free throw line for the bonus free throw. Make that 7 points for Kirk Encarnacion. Forward pass now for Adamson. Quick score for Neo de Guzman. 5 points now for Neo de Guzman of Adamson. Mateo. Again, two-man game with Kirk Encarnacion, who shoots from way beyond. No go. Alugaye secures the board for Adamson. 7:43 remaining in the second quarter. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Gaye at the post. Turning around. No foul there. Play continues. CEU ball. Encarnacion. Hesitation. Gives it up. Turns the ball over. Neo de Guzman. Umali scoring underneath. 6 points now for CJ Umali. One-point lead for CEU, 26-25. Adamson fighting back. Beato. Notarte. 3-point shot. Too strong that time. Neo de Guzman on the break for Adamson. Being bothered by Kirk Nokyao. Umali. Zahir Zahili. Corner 3 rather. From the elbow, no go. 6:40 remaining here in the second quarter. 3-point shot. No go for Jamer Mateo. Zahili forward pass and Alugaye was too slow to respond on that forward pass. Turning ball over. Chance for CEU na madagdagan pa ang isang puntos na kalamangan na hawak-hawak nila ngayon with 6:27 left in the second quarter. Kenjo Diaz balik para sa CEU and Gian Sigat naman balik para sa Adamson. Mateo. Notarte thinking 3. Turning around. Fall away against Gaye. Won't go. 6:07 remaining. Umali. Gives it to Gaye inside. Gaye against 2 white shirts and there will be a foul. Kinuyog dun si Alugaye. Gaye was the guilty party. Precious Jonah is not available for today. .5:49 remaining. Adamson on a fast break. Umali. What a block there by Kenjo Diaz. Good recovery on the fast break. Amir Mateo sitting down in favor of Simon Espino. Reverse, too wide for CJ Umali. Rashid Rodriguez almost stealing the ball from Kurt Nokyao. Encarnacion to Espino. Kenjo Diaz for 3 and it's good. Upping the CEU lead now to 4 points, 29-25. 5:09 remaining. Second quarter. Sikat gives it to Umali. 7 seconds to work with Neo de Guzman. 5 seconds. Strikes his hand for a 3 and he would get it. So far, Neo de Guzman has been a man of the hour here for Adamson. Keeping them within striking distance, only a 1-point deficit. 29-28. Mqaa-Icbl pulls up. Espino getting the rebound. Notarte corner 3. There was a foul. Kirk Encarnacion. Huli pero hindi kulong. Tinago pa yung kamay sa likod. Second personal foul by Kirk Encarnacion. 7 points now for Kirk Encarnacion. Christian Notarte taking a seat now after scoring 3 3-point shots. Sikat driving. But he will be fouled. Sumabit doon yung kanyang defender. He will earn a trip to the line for 2 free throws. At para po sa mga nag-aabang at gustong manalo ng 500 pesos worth ng GCash, mag-abang-abang at maghintay-hintay lamang po tayo para sa mga katanungang ifa-flash natin dito sa ating screen. Sikat scoring to tie things up at 29 all. And CEU will call a timeout. We are tied at 19 apiece with 4:10 remaining in the second quarter. We'll be back. And we are tied at 29 apiece with 4:07 remaining in the second quarter. Glad to have you with us, Coach Chris King de la Cruz po. Naghahatid ng action sa inyo today with Cheska Borin and Sir Paul Pignon here at the production. Jacob Balangin will be fouled, driving underneath. Rashid Rodriguez, the guilty party. Coach Max Ancilia given a warning for resentment to a call. 14 to work with for CEU. Quick try there. Kenjo Diaz blocked by Gian Sikat on that follow-up attempt. .334 remaining. Adamson on offense. De Guzman caught committing a traveling violation. Gabriel Lubusan checking back in for Coach Will Magbuhos. Neo de Guzman resting in favor of Gab de Jesus. Eleven on the shot clock. Kirk Encarnacion working. Jacob Balangin. Espino gives it to Kirk Encarnacion, who scores on that layup. And we have a report from Cheska Borin. Cheska.
Started, I got the chance to talk to Kurt Nokyao of Central Escolar University. Sabi ni Kurt, isa sa mga possible roles niya today is to help his teammates maximize their strengths. Kumbaga, alam niya kung saan lulugar at paano makakatulong. He also shared na may ilang patterns na binibigay sa kanila si Coach Max and Celia, pero hindi raw dapat umasa lang doon. At dito, makikita nating sobrang determined hindi lang si Kurt sa team, kundi lahat sila sa team niya. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Cheska Borin. Adamson now having a 1-point lead. Gab Obusan, too strong on that 3-point try from the corner. 2:05 remaining before we reach halftime. Tightly contested game between these two teams, fighting for pride. Give and go, Espino. Good bait there. Gian Sikat fouling underneath. First personal foul for Gian Sikat. Simon Espino earning a trip to the line for 2 free throws. And in case you miss our first game, nanalo po ang MCU Supremos 67-61 against UST. Kanina po, booking the first place seed on our semifinals, which will start next week, as Simon Espino sinking that first free throw. 2 out of 2 for Simon Espino. First 2 points off the ball game, making it 33-32. Balik sa kalamangan ang CEU. Abayon, balik na rin para sa Adamson. Kubusan at the elbow. Kicks it out. Mangaron, throw off a 3. 3 seconds on the shot clock. They have to put it up. Axel Manson missing. Nokyao at the corner. Binigay kay Adrian Flores. 2-man game. Nokyao missing badly in the middle. Abayon waiting for his classmates para sa Adamson. Abayon hands it off. 9 seconds to work with. Obusan kicks it out. Corner 3. Abayon will get it to go. That's a long 2 for JR Abayon. (33-34) is our count. Adamson on top with 22 seconds remaining. They can get the last shot there, but Obusan wanted a quick offense. Kirk Encarnacion, forward pass to Espino. 7 seconds before the halftime break, and Adrian Flores will commit a traveling violation with 3 seconds remaining in the second quarter of this second game of our triple header. Adamson on top by 1 point. Obusan heaves one and he misses, and Adamson will go into the halftime break with a 1-point lead, 34-33 against CEU Malolos Scorpions. We open the third quarter of our second game of a triple header for today for the Mqaa-Icbl. Coach Chris King de la Cruz po nagdadala ng aksyon sa inyo together with Cheska Borin and Paul Pinion at the production. 34-33, the mga Adamson. Kurt Nokiao trying his hand from the corner. No good on that tree. Alugay is skying high for the rebound for Adamson. Gian Sikat getting extended minutes today. Ubusan Mangaron rounds up the five of Adamson together with Umali. Mangaron left-handed layup will be short. A minute gone by here in the third. As I said in the opening, these teams are fighting for pride. Baseline drive, nothing there. Umali off to the races, gives it up to Sikat, who will score. CJ Umali, nice assist for GN Sikat, getting the defense caught off guard that time. 5 points for GN Sikat. Follow up for Hamer Mateo will be good as CEU gets within 1 point, 36-35 with 8:15 remaining in the third. Umali gives it to Sikat. 3-point shot. Wayward. Pumilya pa kaliwa. Missing it badly. Again, binabati natin ang ating mga presenters, Risk Cartel and the Inasal Republic together with our founder, Congressman Arjo Atayde of the 1st District of Quezon City. Mateo. Kirk Encarnacion. 8 seconds on the shot clock for CEU. Nokiao. Baseline drive. Two-man game. They will be fouled. Too much passing there. Alugaye fouling the smaller Kurt Nokiao. Nokiao earning his trip to the line for 2 free throws of that Alugaye foul. First free throw is good for Kurt Nokiao. .39 remaining. 1 out of 2 for Kurt Nokiao and the trip, tying things up 36 apiece. Umali driving strong on the other hand for Adamson, breaking the tie for his 11th point. Nokiao gives it out to Mateo. Basang-basa yung two-man game dun sa baseline. And Mangaron will score. 4 straight points for Adamson to make it 40-36. 7:05 remaining. Balangin. And an offensive foul by Jacob Balangin, warding off his defender. Kenjo Diaz back in the ball game for CEU. They trail by 4 points, 6:47 remaining. Adamson seemed to respond to Coach Will Magbuhas' call to be aggressive on both ends of the floor. Meanwhile, CEU, Mateo faking the pass. Diaz pulls up from mid-range, wide. Obusan gives it to Mangaron. He can pull up from that range. 12 seconds to work with for Adamson. Mangaron, Gaye up top. Fakes the handoff. Gives it to Umali. Step back, jumper. short. Gaye. Second chance opportunity. Too strong. Again. Third try is a charm for Alu Gaye. 3-point opportunity. Kenjo Diaz. Guilty party on that foul. Ito na po ang katanungan para sa pagkakataong ito. Yung mga gustong manalo ng GCash worth 500 pesos. Sinong team ang nanalo sa first game? A. MCU. B. UST. At i-comment lamang ang inyong kasagutan kasamang pangalan, address at contact number kasamang hashtag Mqaa-Icbl and Alu Gaye scoring 3 points on that play, the hoop and the harm, to make it 43-36. 7-point lead. Kirk Encarnacion raining the jumper in the face of Alu Gaye. 11 points now for Kirk Encarnacion, and we have a report from Cheska Boting. Cheska.
During the halftime break, both coaches were clearly heated as the game intensified. Coach Max Encilla of Central Escolar University was visibly frustrated as his team failed to execute what he's been emphasizing, which are quick transitions. Pinuna rin ni Coach Max ang mabagal na ikot ng bola, kaya ito ang naging dahilan kung bakit nawawala ang flow ng team niya pagdating sa opensa. Dagdag pa niya, kulang din sa tiwala ang team, hindi lang sa sistema kundi pati na rin sa isa't isa. Therefore, Coach Max really wants nothing but the best for his team. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Jessica Borin, with the report from the Ceu Malolos Scorpions. Second chance opportunity there, wasted by Ceu. 4:38 remaining, 43-39. 4-point lead para sa Adamson Soaring Falcons. Mangaron gives it to Umali. Was now 11 points for the Soaring Falcons. Too strong on that circus shot. Encarnacion off to the races for Ceu, and he will score with a left-handed layup. Back-to-back baskets for Kirk Encarnacion. 4-point swing here for the forward of Ceu to make it 41-43. Gaye. Follow-up is good. 45-41. Ceu trailing by 4 points with that Alu Gaye short stab. Hamer Mateo biglang bumawi para sa panig ng Ceu to make it 45-43. 2-point deficit ang hinahabol ng Ceu against Adamson. We have a timeout. .346 remaining in the third quarter. Lamang po ang Adamson Soaring Falcons against the Ceu Malolos Scorpions. Leo de Guzman wants to announce his return on the floor with that miss. Too strong. Medyo malamig pa off the bench. Mateo turning around, and he will get the 3-point play opportunity. Jamer Mateo. Four points. Tying things up at 45 all. May pagkakataong hawakan ng kalamangan, but missing that free throw. Sa Zahili, binalik na rin ni Coach Will magbuhos. Gab de Jesus. De Guzman driving, losing the handle momentarily. Zahili, 3-point shot will be good. Balik ang kalamangan sa Adamson, 48-45 with 2:55 remaining in the third. Diaz. And Villano will miss on that left-handed layup, but he will trip the line for 2 free throws as he was fouled on the drive to the basket. Rashid Rodriguez committing his third personal foul. Third team foul para sa Adamson Soaring Falcons. Villano. Missing on that first free throw. 1 out of 2 for Marwin Villano. 4 points. Miscommunication there for the Adamson Soaring Falcons. Lucky break, they retain possession. 2:38 remaining in the third quarter. Rodriguez, De Guzman, elbow three is good. 11 points for Neo De Guzman. A 5-point lead for Adamson, 51-46. Mateo again driving strong, and he would be fouled, and again a trip to the line for 2 free throws. The reliables of Coach Max Ancilia absent practically. Kurt Nokiao scoring only a solitary point. Encarnacion, 11 points. Mateo, 5 points now for CEU to make it 51-47. Rashid Rodriguez gives it to Neo De Guzman. Zahili tries to find a friend. 9 seconds on the shot clock, but Rodriguez momentarily missing, rather losing the handle. De Guzman, elbow three, back-to-back 3-point shots. Napaganda pa, 14 points for Neo De Guzman. Make it a 7-point lead, 54-47 with 1:43 remaining para sa Adamson. Tandaan po natin, Adamson still searching for their first win here in the Mqaa-Icbl. 3 seconds on the shot clock, and another trip to the line for Ramer Mateo. It's fouled by Rashid Rodriguez on the turnaround attempt. Rodriguez will sit down. Papalitan siya ni Gian Sikat. 1.5 minutes remaining in the third. Ramer Mateo trying to be the X factor here for CEU, together with Kirk Encarnacion and Christian Notati, who haven't seen action after draining 3 3-point shots in the first half, scoring 9 points. 1 out of 2 for Ramer Mateo on the trip to the line, 54-48. Zahir Zahili gives it to Gab De Jesus. Good ball movement by Adamson. And turnover. Good defense by Kenju Diaz, disrupting the offense of Adamson, and in turn creating a turnover for his team. 1:08 remaining. Diaz driving from way beyond, and he was fouled. Basic rule violated by Neo De Guzman. Don't foul the shooter. Kenju Diaz will be earning 3 free throws as he was fouled, taking a 3-point shot with 62 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng ating nanonood ngayong araw na ito. sa ating coverage ng Mqaa-Icbl saan man kayo naroon, sa ang dako man ng Pilipinas o mundo. Napapanood tayo. Second free throw is off. (54-49) is our count. 2 out of 3 para kay Ken Jude Diaz on the trip to the line. 50-54 is our count. (17 seconds on the shot clock for Adamson. Forward pass intercepted. Espino. Corner 3, Notarte. And he announces his re-entry by draining another 3-point shot. 12 points now for Christian Notarte, bringing Adamson to within 1. Neo de Guzman gives it to Zahir Zahili. De Jesus, 3-point shot, hindi makabawi. Ken Jude Diaz protecting the board for CEU. Notarte free again from way beyond. Masyadong malakas that time. De Jesus protecting the rock. Neo de Guzman trying for a wasted opportunity there. Encarnacion, no go, but Espino was there for the follow-up. 2 seconds remaining. Adamson. De Jesus will not found his mark. That would do it. CEU finishing the third quarter strong, seizing the lead, establishing a 1-point lead against Adamson, 55-54. We will be back for the fourth quarter. Glad to have you with us here in the coverage of the Manuel L. Quezon Athletic Association Intercollegiate Basketball League. Second game of our triple header for today. Second game between the Adamson Soaring Falcons and the CEU Malolos Scorpions. Coach Chris King de la Cruz po nagdadala ng aksyon sa inyo kasama si Sheska Botin and si Sir Paul Pinion at the production. CEU having the lead 55-54. Adamson starting with Mangaron, Sikat, Umali scoring on that beautiful reverse layup. 13 points for CJ Umali. 56-55 Adamson, and traveling violation against Simon Espino of CEU gives the ball back to Adamson. Sikat creating now for Adamson. Umali goes to his left. Hesitation move, kicks it out. Extra pass, Obusan driving, up and under. And he will score. 7 points for Gabriel Ubusan. Tatlo uli ang kalamangan ng Adamson, 58-55. 8:53 remaining in regulation. Kirk Encarnacion pulling up and draining that mid-range jumper to stop the bleeding for CEU. Making it a 1-point game, 58-57. Still Adamson on top. Gaye humihingi ng bola. And huling-huli sa camera yun, Paul. Alo Gaye. Dugde-deny pa. Kitang-kita po natin yung tulak. Ayun na po yung umusga. Third personal foul for Alo Gaye. So far, 7 points for Alo Gaye. 8.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. CEU almost losing the handle. Three-point shot, Mateo. Espino was there to cover the rebound and the follow-up. 4 points for Simon Espino to bring back the lead for CEU, 59-58. Pure hustle ang nagdadala dito sa CEU to keep themselves within the striking distance or the game. Sikat fall away. It's too strong. Again, CEU another opportunity to stretch this 1-point lead. These two teams are basically out of contention for the semifinals, but Kirk Encarnacion of CEU fighting for pride as he makes it 61-58, 7:22 remaining in the fourth quarter. Ubusan driving in the baseline. Mangaron. Sikat, corner 3. No good. 7:06 in the fourth. Kahit wala na sa contention sa semis, papakita din naman nila na they want to exit this tournament with a bang. These two teams. Mateo shaking and baking against Gaye, who scores underneath. Mateo. 8 points for Coach Max Ancilia's Magic Bunot. Umali thinking 3. And he will score, blowing past his defender. Back to a 3-point game. CEU on top, 63-60. 6:20 remaining in the fourth. Notarte thought of that 3. Mid-range jumper is good for Christian Notarte that time. 14 points for Christian Notarte. Gaye will get the 3-point play opportunity. Sinubo lang yung bola sa ring. And ito po ang nanalo ng ating 500 pesos worth of Chicas, Russell Tayag Rodriguez ng Concepcion, Tarlac. Pinabati po natin ang mga taga-Tarlac na nanonood sa ating coverage ng Mqaa-Icbl. Alugaye making it 65-62 with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Adamson trying to notch their first win. There is a timeout by CEU Scorpions. They're still up 65-63 against Adamson. We're back with 6 minutes left here in regulation. We're live at the Hoop Spirit Basketball Court, the heart of Banawe, Quezon City. Kurt Nokyao balik na sa panig ng CEU. So far, an unproductive stint for the day for Kurt Nokyao, only scoring 1 point. Notarte, on the other hand, missing badly on that try from way beyond. Gabo Busan for Adamson running. Mangaro setting up the offense for Adamson. Zahili gives it to Umali. Abayon provides the shield. Mangaron thought of the three. Brings it inside. Short. No foul. Zahili recovers it for Adamson. Obusan. Zahili up top. 6 seconds on the shot clock for Adamson. 3-point shot. Abayon. No good. And the referees will confirm who touched last. Same ball for Adamson. Lucky break there. The referee underneath the basket correcting himself. 5:03 remaining in the fourth quarter. 12 on the shot clock for Adamson. They trail 63-65. Bayon receives the inbound pass. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Obusan fires from way beyond short. Adamson recovers it. Obusan underneath will score. Nine points for Gab Obusan. Tying things up at 65 all. Nangangabay overtime ba, Paul? May isa pa tayong laro. Let's see. We have a report from Cheska Borin. Cheska.
JR Abayon has been part of Adamson University's basketball program. Kanina nakausap ko si JR as they enter the venue. At sabi niya, ang pinakainiban nila sa sistema ngayon ay ang mindset ng buong team. Ayon din kay Coach Will, we want to start strong and end even stronger. At yan din ang mindset na gustong bitbitin ni JR at ng buong team ngayon. Aside from that, JR shared that this tournament is a great opportunity and a continuous learning process for him. Kaya naman all out ang effort niya every game. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Cheska. And sa kalagitnaan ng report ni Cheska Borin, Kirk Encarnacion on a 5-point tear, draining a 3-point basket and scoring another 2 points to make it 70-65. The defense of Adamson getting off guard there. Kurt Nokyao setting up the offense of CEU with 3:39 left. They have a 5-point lead. Jamer Mateo. Encarnacion. Mateo spinning around Gaye, and he will be called for too many steps. Again, Adamson, pagkakataon para sa kanila makalapit ng kaunti. Di ba lang puntos ang hinahabol ng Adamson? 70-65, 3:19 left. And this bunch of players are players who would want to prove themselves worthy of the spot for Adamson Team A. Amir Mateo committing that foul. "14 seconds to work with for Adamson." Mali with the inbound play. Gives it to Gaye. And a quick foul by Jamer Mateo, preventing that easy peasy layup for Alugaye, as Alugaye, the tallest guy on the floor for both teams. Neo de Guzman pulls the trigger, no good. Kirk Encarnacion, 22 points for CEU. Mateo, an X-factor here to keep this CEU team afloat. Take the 5-point lead. Encarnacion, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Goes to his left. Recovers. Fall away. Will get it. 24 big points for Kirk Encarnacion, making it 72-65. 7-point lead. 7 straight points for Kirk Encarnacion in this last 3 minutes. De Guzman, strong drive, will score for Adamson. And Coach Max Ancilia would want to talk things over with 2:17 left. Labang sila, 72-67. Magbabalik po kami matapos ang timeout. We're here with 2:17 left. CU looking good. Upping the lead now for CU for 7 points. 75-67. De Guzman gives it to Obusan. 5 seconds on the shot clock. De Guzman. 3-point shot, no good. And CEU secures the rebound. 69 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Barring any miracles, CEU will get home to Malolos tonight with a dub as Kurt Nokiao seals it with that 3-point shot to make it 78-67, an 11-point lead for CEU with 53 seconds left. We have a timeout. And Ceu Malolos uuwing masaya. Pabalik ng kanilang eskwelahan sa Bulacan. They now have an 11-point lead, 78-67 with 47 seconds left. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Gaye still fighting mode. A 3-point play opportunity here for Alu Gaye. Trims down the lead to just 9 points with 41 seconds left. CEU riding on the heroics of Kirk Encarnacion with 24 points. Amer Mateo also an X factor for today's game. 8 points off the bench. Gaya completes the 3-point play opportunity to make it an 8-point game. Nokyao fouled by Gabriel Ubusan. Just a second team foul for Adamson. Espino inbounding to Encarnacion, the man of the hour for CEU against CJ Umali. And there's a foul. CJ Umali acknowledging it. Next game po natin, Diliman College Blue Dragons against the St. Clair of Caloocan Saints. Crucial matchup to determine the placings sa ating semi-final round, which will be next week. And no good on that 2 tries underneath for CEU. 19 seconds left. And Kirk Encarnacion will seal it with his 26-point. CJ Umali fouled taking the 3-point shot. CEU 10-point lead with 7 seconds remaining. CJ Umali will have a chance to settle the final score. First free throw is good for CJ Umali. A 9-point game. Second free throw is good. Again, our next game will be Diliman College against St. Clair. Gaye. Umali missing, and that would be it. Kirk Encarnacion getting the rebound, securing the 8-point win for Ceu Malolos Scorpions, 80-72, handing Adamson their loss in this still winless campaign. They will have the chance to notch that win next week against VMC Phoenix. Again, Ceu Malolos winning 80-72, and we will be back for the best player of the game interview. Ceu Malolos getting that 8-point win against Adamson University, 80-72, and we have our best player of the ball game together with Cheska Borin.
And now for the NSL Republic Best Player of the Game, We have here Kirk Encarnacion of Central Scholar University with 25 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. Nanalo ulit kayo, Kirk. After winning against VMC last game, and once again winning in this game, ano yung ginawa nyo sa previous game nyo against VMC na dinala nyo ngayong game at naipanalo nyo ulit?
Especially sa defense namin is, mas nag-effort pa kami sa defense namin is maging composed pa sa offense. Yun lang po, tsaka tiwala lang sa kampe. Yun lang, tsaka sa coaches po, sa system.
Sabi nga ni Coach Max kanina, tiwala lang sa system. Just trust the system. Ano yung system na yon?
Ay, system po namin is yung trust po sa isa't isa, tsaka po sa, tawag dito, spacing namin sa loob ng court, tsaka yung namin, especially sa defense. Yun lang po.
And lastly, Kirk, is there anyone you would like to give a shout out to or a message to?
First of all, thank you kay God kasi nakuha namin ulit yung panalo, and sa family ko, sa mother ko, sa CU team, sa CU coaches, sa CU management, sa Unlock Basketball, tsaka sa girlfriend ko. Yun lang po.
Thank you, Kirk, and that is all for now. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Jessica Bodin, with their best player of the ball game, Kirk Encarnacion from the Ceu Malolos, notching this 8-point win, 82-72 against Adamson University. And for our third game, mabagan po natin, battle for